Right guys, welcome back to another video. This video is a little bit different, so I'm going to be doing more of an informative video. I'm not going to be out and about or anything like this. Pretty much I wanted to make a video about what I get asked, like the most common thing people ask me, and that is, can you still make money with OFM? How good is it? Is it as good as drop shipping? Is it as good as trading? What is it like to run an agency? All these questions I get on a daily basis, I just want to answer them right now in this video. So to answer all of your questions simply, yes, 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 and yes, OFM has completely changed my life. If you don't know what OFM is, it's OnlyFans management. So I manage models that are on OnlyFans, and I take care of the chatting and I take care of the marketing side of their business, which then obviously becomes my business. So they literally just have to upload content, and I take it from there. I do everything else, and then I charge a percentage of what they make on a monthly basis, and then I take my cut, the model takes their cut, and that's it. I pay my team, and then I have a chunk left over. That is the kind of basics of OFM and the business model that I'm doing. But like I was saying, this business model has completely changed my life. I really, really enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy talking to people on a daily basis, my marketing team, my chatting team. I enjoy helping models in general. When they make more money, I make more money. When they're happy, it also makes me happy, I enjoy providing a good service. I've always been like a people pleaser. I enjoy making other people happy. So this business model was absolutely perfect for me. Now, I also do e-com as well. I've just started that out. I make around about 10 to 15K with that a month. So that's just a little kind of baby. With OFM right now, I make anywhere between $65,000 up until about $120K, anywhere in that region, depending on the month, depending on the model, if a model leaves or a model comes and goes, whatever. Anyone that tells you in the OFM space, like, no models want to leave my agency, of course they do. Models, sometimes they want to change, sometimes, they're not happy, sometimes they want to stop OnlyFans, you never know. I don't have a high model turnover rate. A lot of my models have been with me for a very long time, but other people, they have quite a high turnover rate, or the model wants to leave their agency, you got hundreds of things that could happen. But yeah, that is one thing also that you should be wary of when you're trying to get into this space, is that you have to know how to deal with people, because at the end of the day, e-com, you're kind of dealing with products, and products they don't have emotions, products don't have feelings or anything like that. So it's a much easier thing to kind of sell and manage and make money from, in my opinion. If you're not good at managing people, I don't think OFM will be good for you, because you're dealing with somebody, another human being. You have to take into consideration how they feel, everything. They're a person. You're dealing with their business, and you have to be pleasing them. You're dealing with their account. For a lot of these models, these girls or the guys, this is their main source of income. You are now responsible for helping them essentially not work a 9-to-5 kind of job, a normal job. All these models really do is film content, and if they're making above 10K a month, or even 5-6K a month, this 9 times out of 10 will be their only source of income. So you have to keep that in the back of your head. You're not dealing with products who don't have feelings. You're dealing with another person's income, another person's money. So they're obviously going to be a lot more involved. Well, you get some models that are not, but 90% of models, they're asking questions. They want to have answers. You have to be polite, respectful. So yeah, like I said, if you don't really like dealing with somebody, or you don't really like dealing with, people, I wouldn't recommend OFM. Maybe you have a new kind of market right now, which is AI models. Now, AI models, obviously, they're not real people. It's a computer generated image. Maybe that's an avenue that you could explore if you don't like to deal with people, and you can't really be bothered with the hassle of obviously speaking with someone all the time, replying to messages, etc., etc. So yeah, that's just obviously a little pointer for you there. Now, in terms of the money side of things, it's amazing. Now, obviously, you're going to be building up your agency from the ground. So you might be a bit demotivated. When I did it like a year and a half ago, when I first got started with OFM, I was messaging models every single day religiously. If you don't build up your sales funnel by sending out messages, that kind of funnel goes dry. If you stop the outreach, your whole business kind of collapses and fails. You need to always be sending outreach. Now, I'm in a very fortunate position right now where I obviously pay someone to go on my Instagram account to do the outreach to the models. I show the guy, which models to contact, certain number of followers, they have to look like this, their content has to be good. So I've got someone that kind of does that for me on a daily basis, But I used to love outreaching to models and practicing my sales pitch and really trying to master how to kind of speak to a model, promote our services for the agency, and close the model. I loved that whole process of selling my services and really delivering on my services as well. That is the main point with OFM. If you don't deliver on what you promise, you're going to get a lot of unhappy customers and clients and models. So you have to be obviously promising something that is realistic, because like I said, you're not dealing with products, you're dealing with a person here. So if you don't deliver on what you promised, they're obviously going to be pissed off. They're not going to be too happy. They're going to end up leaving, you know? So really kind of manage your expectations and also manage the model's expectations of what you really want to do. So yeah, you know, in terms of the money and everything with OFM industry, it's amazing. Like when you start off, you're not going to be making, you know, 150K. You might outreach to a model who does 50K a month. You sign her on a 50-50 contract, 50 to the model, 50 to yourself. And that, you know, is 25K each if she's making 50K a month. So, you know, you could be lucky and you could sign a great model from the get-go. I was working with a lot of models that were making 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kind of K a month. So, you know, you kind of start off with those small ones. And then as you kind of improve with those small models and you kind of grow them, those smaller models will have friends that may be bigger models. And that's kind of like a word of mouth, you know? Then you kind of build up your portfolio and you also build up your social proof within the OFM space. So that's how you kind of grow. It's all word of mouth, also outreach, but you know, that smaller model might know a bigger model. She's like, listen, this is what they've done to my account. They've taken me from $2,000 and now I'm making $20,000. So, you know, word of mouth and getting a good recommendation from a model, because all these models probably, they don't know each other directly, but they'll have friends that know friends that know friends, and it kind of goes like that, you know? It's kind of like word of mouth kind of referral. So when you're starting off, that you're probably managing those smaller models. If you're lucky, you'll sign a bigger model. Now, to kind of get to the numbers that I was doing, 50, 60, 70K after 5 or 6 months, you need to be consistent, like I said, with one thing and one thing only. Providing a good service, or well, actually two things. Providing a good service and also the outreach. If you stop doing outreach, a lot of people don't get this in my one-to-one mentorship. If you stop doing the outreach, you are not going to sign any new models. Now, you're just going to be relying on the word of mouth of the models that you currently have to bring you maybe new models. But if you stop doing the outreach on Instagram, your sales funnel dries up. You know, it's like a pipe. If there's no water going down the pipe, you know, the pipe dries up and it becomes corroded, it becomes shit, you know. So you have to make sure that you are constantly, every day, sending between, I always say, 20 to 50 DMs a day to good potential models that actually want to join your agency. So if you, you know, in my one-to-one mentorship, I go over all of this, how to find them, how to speak to them, the outreach message, how to provide them the chatting services, how to provide them the marketing. I show you how to do all of this in my one-to-one mentorship. But just to briefly touch up on it, if you don't have all of these things, you know, the model essentially is going to leave because these are the core things that you need in the agency, was the marketing and also the chatting. So yeah, that is probably the fundamentals of the business model. Those are the basic things that you kind of need to be wary of, that you need to like keep in the back of your mind. And my main kind of point in this video is like, it's an amazing business model if you are consistent. And I feel like that's with anything in life, you know, if you are consistently sending outreach, consistently trying to find new people to bring in new subscribers to the OnlyFans accounts. You know, you have to be always talking to different marketing teams, maybe Twitter VAs, Reddit VAs, you know, people that can bring more traffic into the page. You need to always be scouring the market for people that could bring this model more, you know? The model doesn't have time to be doing this. This is your job to find her the best possible marketing solution for her OnlyFans account. And then that traffic that you've got, or the traffic that she brings from her Instagram or her socials, and then the traffic that you also, the extra traffic that you're bringing in, you convert that all into messaging, you know? The OnlyFans business model is subscriptions and messages and tips. Those are the three things that you make money from, and obviously live streams as well. But you know, if the chatting also isn't good, you have all this traffic, but you got bad chatters on the OnlyFans accounts, you know, again, that's gonna have a big problem. You need to make sure everything's perfect. If you don't have good teams for both the marketing and the chatting, if one doesn't work, the other one will suffer, you know? If the marketing isn't good and you haven't got any fans, but you have good chatters, those chatters can't talk to the same fans every day. They need new fans to try and get new money. You know, some of the fans that are being in the account for a while because you didn't bring in new traffic, they might run out of money in the middle of the month. So you always have to be bringing in new fans. But if vice versa, if the marketing's really good and the chatting's really bad, you're bringing all this traffic, but the chatters that you've got chatting to the fans, they don't know how to chat, they don't know how to sell the content. You know, so you have to be wary, and you always have to be looking at stats, statistics, you know, checking in with your team, like why did you sell it in this way? You know, you can hire people in that place that kind of chat to the chatters, because you know you have a lot of Telegram groups where you can find good chatters and head of chatting, you know, people that will watch the chatters speak and give them tips and everything like that. But yeah, my main takeaway is OFM is definitely an amazing business model. It's, you know, it's put me in this kind of an environment where I am today, you know, an office. I live in Dubai. It's completely changed my life. I don't work a 9-to-5 job. I make my own kind of routine, my own schedule. I do what I want to do. So yeah, but like I told you guys, it's all about consistency, and that's with anything in life. If you're consistent with something and you do the same thing day out and day out, yes, it might be boring, but if you consistently do the right things, could be small little tasks, 20 to 30 messages a day, looking for a good marketing team, looking for a good chatting team. You know, if you do these things consistently in the OFM space, you'll literally be making 20, 30, 50, 60K in your first 3 to 4 months. And then when you're like me, 1.5 years down the line, anywhere between 80 to 120K, you know. Now I'm obviously doing the coaching, so that's bringing me another income as well. But yeah, guys, it's the best business model. In my opinion, I tried drop shipping, I tried trading, it wasn't for me, you know. Now e-commerce, obviously I'm doing it, it is for me. I found a little niche, it's working. But yeah, OFM, an amazing opportunity for you guys as well. It's quite a new business model. It's only been around for a few years. It's not like all the other ones that have been around for quite some time now. So yeah, guys, listen, if you're interested in obviously learning hands-on with me, like I say, I offer one-to-one mentorship. You can add my Instagram. It will be in the link or in the bio below. You can click on that, message me, send me a message, say you're from YouTube, say you're interested in the one-to-one mentorship, and then I can go over everything with you. I do multiple calls with you in the one-to-one mentorship. I sign models with you. I jump on the calls, help you sign the model. You can listen to my sales pitch with the model, take some notes. We say that we're from the same team, you know, we're working together. It's actually going to be your agency, but I help you build your agency up within 3 or 4 months, help you get to that 20, 30, 40, 50K mark. So yeah, guys, listen, thanks again for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, everything. And I'll see you guys soon.